What up, y'all? What up? What up? What up? Happy Sunday. What up, y'all? What up? What up? Just wanted to make sure y'all can hear me. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Listen, y'all. First of all, happy Sunday again. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm getting ready to come to the screen. Oh yes. Listen, the people, do what they do, but baby, they calling me to the screen. So, honey, we're gonna get on the screen, honey, as soon as I figure out what I'm doing. Okay, here we go. Wait. Oh, there we go. 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 Okay. Here we go. All right, listen. This is just a review of a show. That's it. Okay? Ain't no extra, no need for no extra stuff. You know what I'm saying? This is just a review, okay? I can only go based off of what is being given on the show, okay? I have to put that disclaimer out there. I can only go based off of what is given on the show, okay? All right, let me speak to y'all and then we're going to get started. What's up, Miss Lori? How are you? How are you? How are you? Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Jazz, what's up, boo? Happy Sunday. How are you? How are you? Good morning, Terry. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Faith, good morning, good morning. Happy Sunday. Hold on. I will be in and out today, headed to an outing. Okay, come on, outing. Have fun. Have fun at your outing. Yes, honey. Hey Tanya, happy Sunday, happy Sunday. Bama girl, happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. How you doing? All right. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Please make sure y'all hit that like button. Go on and flow me through the algorithm for this show. Okay. What's up, Kate Calloway? How are you? Miss Felicia, what's going on? Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Let's see. Aunt Natty, what's going on? Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Let's see. What's up, Tiffany? Happy Sunday. How are you? Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Nanny and Maroons, happy Sunday. What's going on? What's going on? All right, y'all. So, listen, we're going to go ahead and get started at the 6-minute mark. I do have a few announcements, a few church announcements. Okay, and please govern yourselves accordingly to these announcements. First and foremost, you guys know that we are going on tour. Myself and Sheridan. Okay, so I need you guys to go get your tickets. Make sure you use code RASTA for 15% off of those tickets. And guess what? You can still use Klarna. So make sure you take advantage of being able to get those tickets. All right. Also, today we are going to be recapping the second episode of the Preachers of LA or Preachers of Atlanta. I'm sorry, spinoff little thing in my barber. So we're gonna do that today as well. So your boy is busy, okay? And then also remember on August the 22nd is the official day of the olive oil launch. I want you guys to govern yourselves according for that. And make sure, make sure that you tell all your people because our goal is to sell out. All right. If you in the bushes and you watching, please make sure you mash that like button and please drop down from the bushes and speak. What's up, Lost Soul? What's going on, Lovely 31 Blueprint? All right, so I also have an interview this Wednesday, I believe, with Faith is the Substance. That is her YouTube channel. We're gonna be discussing all things the tour, I believe, YouTube, all kinds of stuff. So make sure you guys tune in for that as well. And I appreciate y'all support. And hopefully we'll be back on our morning routine this week. Um, I will definitely be letting you guys know. All right. Well, honey, we are 7 minutes in, so let's go ahead and get started. All right. So this is Heart and Hustle Houston. This is being produced by Jesse Collins. I don't know why a lot of people thought it was produced by Carlos King, but it is not. It is a Jesse Collins original. If you do not know who Jesse Collins is, he also has produced The Real Husbands of Hollywood. He also produced the Emmys, the Oscars, the BET Awards, Super Bowl. He does it all. Okay. And so we have a fresh new group of ladies, Southern. I hear the Southern twang in a lot of their voices. You know what I'm saying? I hear it. I hear it. We are meeting is it six new ladies or is it five? Wait a minute, let's see. I think it's six. Yeah, six ladies. So we are meeting six ladies in Houston. One thing I gotta do is I gotta give it up to them because they are bosses. Like I love to see it. I love to see women bosses doing their thing and they are doing their thing. I love to see it. So let's go ahead and get into the first episode. So of course we're meeting the ladies because this is a fresh new show that we have never had. Now we start at Rain TX HTX. Okay, this is Latoria Lemons. She's a publicist. Okay, she has done some stuff for the NFLs. She is also a partner in this restaurant HTX. Now later on in the episode she addresses like how her friend approached her about the business venture and he was like, no, I want you to be a partner. She was like, she has a history in PR, so she like, what's the PR, what we need to do, you know what I'm saying? So she then, she's now a partner in the restaurant. So she talks about how she wants the restaurant to go, and she invites all the girls to the restaurant. Now, the one thing that I did say, and I put in my notes, and I don't know if y'all can see this. Yes, this is my notes. Just bear with me. I don't think y'all can see it. But down at the bottom, I have great marketing because I feel like when you invite all the girls or when you have a group event, and this is a real restaurant, y'all. So it's real. When you got something real going on like this and you invite all the ladies to come, I think it's a dope thing. I think it's great marketing. Listen, marketing 101 is so important right now. With funding being stripped and all kinds of stuff like that, it is important right now. And I felt like that was a great marketing strategy. Shout out to you, Latoria. I think I'm gonna like you, Latoria. And I'm gonna get to the rest of a couple of them that okay, so if I'm honest with y'all, mm, there's probably one person I'm not really feeling, and I feel like I'm not really feeling Chloe. I feel like Chloe is a little bit disrespectful. And people love to sum that up with, oh, she's just, she's just very direct, or she's just very blunt. She's just very straight to the point. Well, I can understand that, but what you're not gonna do is be disrespectful. So we'll get to that in a minute. But she got a hint of disrespectfulness in her, and I don't really care for it. Now, we do see Chloe actually come to the restaurant first. Now, Chloe is a wedding and event planner. Okay, she is a wedding and event planner. And then we meet Labrina Jackson. Yeah, I like Labrina. I like Labrina. Yeah. I like Labrina. I like Labrina. I like Labrina. Now she owns a spa. Okay. And again, all these women are hustlers. They work. They do their thing. I like Labrina so far. I haven't watched it yet. Plan on today. It's a good show. Grown Women Don't Try Me. I'm not feeling Chloe at the moment either. Yeah, yeah, she disrespectful. And then Miss Felicia, they love to top it up, love to chop it up with oh, she's just blonde, or this is just who she is. Yeah, but she's not finna be disrespectful. Like, what we doing? Now, I was about to get here with Ro. Although, as they're sitting down at the table, they start to complain about Ro talking fast. Now we found out Ro is not from Houston. She's an East Coast girl. However, she does talk, or she does whatever. She talks fast. Okay. She talks really fast. So everybody is like in their confessionals talk about. I need her to slow down because I don't understand nothing she's saying, and but she does talk fast. I like Ro too. Now she is a consultant and she has opened up restaurants for amazing people. So shout out to her. And then Munra, how you say her name? Manara. Baby, she looked like Royce Reed to me. And yeah, she looked like Royce Reed to me. So she used to be an electrical engineer, but now she is a full content creator. So again, I put in my notes. I feel like we got some bosses here. Munera, like Monera, but Monera, Munera. Um, Willis Reed. No, time I supposed podcast. Royce Reed. She does favor Royce Reed, a little bit in my opinion. Hey, IPV, what's going on? Okay, so then we meet Elena. I like Elena. I don't care what y'all say. I don't care what y'all say. I like Elena. Okay. So far. I like Elena. And I think Elena is bad. Like, all these ladies are beautiful, but Elena is bad. She's bad. I like her. Now, I'm gonna get to her in just a minute when I get to the second episode, but I like Elena. I really do. I like her vibe. I like her vibe. I get she kind of shelled up a little bit, right? She a little shelled up, but I feel like she gonna come out. She gonna come out. I like her though. I like her. Um, who is on the top left corner? Wait, that would be your. Hold on. Okay, so it's mine. Um, child, because I'm trying to get to know the ladies. I think that's Labrina, right? Is that Labrina over here? Is this Labrina? I think that's Labrina. Yeah, I think that's Labrina. Y'all know what I'm trying to do. I don't know how it's coming off for you guys. But I like Labrina, and I think Elena is like fire. I like them. IPV, wait, what you say? I like all the ladies so far. Yeah, I like all of them, but I'm not feeling Chloe right now. I gotta be 100. Okay, so let's keep going. So Elena, she has a makeup studio. Now, one thing that Elena kind of confusing me on a little bit, but I think I got it, is it sounds like you trust your husband to come in, and it sounds like maybe he took over a business. It came in between y'all. You dissolved it, and then you redid something without his. That's kind of what it gave to me. What do y'all think? It gave me that she trusted him. She trusted him, and I feel like she a little disrespectful. IPV. Hey, peace, love, and light. Um, it gives me that she trusted him to do something, and then it didn't work out the way maybe she wanted it to, and something happened, some got in between it, made them, you know, figure out like, we need to part ways a little bit. And we'll get a little bit more into her and Joshua's relationship in just a minute. Hey Mia, what's going on? We'll get into a little bit more of their relationship, but anyway, I'm gonna keep going. So then we meet Latoria. Latoria, or we already met Latoria, but Latoria sits down with all of the women, okay, and she pretty much tells them like, hey, like I talked about in the beginning, her, she wanted to do the PR for the restaurant, but then the guy was like, no, I need you to be a partner. I need you to be a partner here. And then the ladies get to Alana about not wearing her wedding ring. Okay. That's a topic of conversation. So some of them is like, I'm not leaving my house without my wedding ring. I do honestly, I'm not married and I have never been married. But what I will say is, I don't know. I think in 2025, you should definitely wear your ring. That's just me. I don't know. Maybe I'm too traditional, but I feel like yeah, I feel like you should wear your ring. I feel like it's disrespectful for you to not wear it because I don't know. I feel like also too, like you don't know who can be approaching you. You know what I mean? Like, so I always think when I hear people saying that they don't think that people or that it's not a big deal if you wear your wedding ring. Everybody knows I'm married. No, everybody don't know that. Like some people still meet traditional ways. Like I know it's probably foreign right now, but there are people still who meet in traditional ways, right? So I just feel like you not wearing your ring is honestly you not being honest up front. And then I can't trust you after that. I don't know. What do y'all feel? Am I overlooking it? Especially to the people who are married. How do y'all feel about that? I don't know. I just think that there are still people who meet in traditional ways, and I just feel like it's disrespectful because it's like you not being forthcoming or honest in the beginning. Here I am. I may ask for your number, may get to know you, and then 2 weeks into us talking, oh, I forgot to mention I'm married. No, like I don't think that that's cool. You know what I'm saying? And there are people who will entertain like getting your number and stringing you along the way and then tell you married. I don't know. I just recently saw, and this is a little off topic, but I just saw a video where this guy had met this woman out and she wasn't married, but she entertained it. She gave him her social media and in some kind of way, she got his number or he got her number. They were on the phone together. And then, like a couple days later, she called and was like, "Hey, can you take that video down because everybody saw it, and my boyfriend saw it as well." Like, I don't like stuff like that. I just feel like it's so misleading. Like, girl, I don't like that. I don't like that, and I just feel like you're not being honest when you don't tell me up front. Listen, and my feelings may be hurt because I may like you a little bit, but just tell me up front. Don't play with me. What's going on, Tanya? How you doing? Muckle Drop, what it do? What it do? Oh, Tanya being here, she said agreed. Mia said I haven't seen the show, but I love Alana's work. I follow her for years. Okay, that's dope. Mia, that you've been following her. That is dope. I didn't know I didn't know none of these ladies. If you don't wear your ring, it's a state or your status immediately. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Um a ring will not stop a cheater from cheating. I mean, I agree with that too. And some people don't care if you're wearing a wedding ring. That piece I do get. I do understand that there are people on. I'll say that there's people on all sides of it. I just personally feel like if you're married, keep your ring on, because when you go out in public, um, I just feel like it's a sign of disrespect when you intentionally don't wear it. I feel like it's a sign of I mean, it's a level of disrespect for you, for your partner, and for the other person who may approach you. You just don't know. That's all I'm saying. Now, hey, Symmetry, what's going on? Happy Sunday. Bama girl, I get that. I get that if you can't wear it because of sensitivity, or because maybe you need to get it I guess resized or whatever, redone. I don't know how you do it. I ain't never been married. This is just me on the outside looking in. That's it. Okay, so then Latoria discusses. Okay, I already read that. Chloe then starts saying, you know, oh well, I can't really just be with no one man. Y'all been together all this long time, and y'all take a break. But ain't that boring? Ain't that boring? No, it's not boring when you're in a marriage and you effing whoever you do. Like, come on now. Like, let's be for real. When you out here, you married, and this is who you. I mean, I don't care if you taking breaks. I don't care if you sleep in a different room. And y'all get horny enough, y'all gonna do what you gonna do. You know what I'm saying? And you in the same house, you under the same roof. And she's sitting up talking about if it ain't sloppy and wet and stuff like that, I gotta move around. Um, uh, ma'am, ma'am, this really shows your intentions. Now, mind you, she says this before we find out about her lifestyle or about what she has been through. But at the same token, girl, I I don't understand that. If that's somebody's husband, and then you gonna tell this girl she fine, but her husband ain't all that fine. First of all, you can't tell me that my husband ain't fine. I'ma argue you down. He is fine. And first of all, why am I having this argument with you? You ain't got to lay up with him. This is again what I mean by she just stay in her place. That's disrespectful. You see what I'm talking about? He ain't fine now. He ain't just like who. First of all, I'm gonna get Elena in a minute because she did something that I did not agree with. But at the same token, girl, you can't sit up here and tell me my husband is not fine to me. And don't think I ain't gonna argue with you back. Like, I'm gonna argue you down to the ground about my man. What do you mean? And right. And then she was like, then she asking everybody to solidify her opinion at the table. Your opinion don't damn matter, really, to be honest. If we ain't asked you to come in this bedroom with us, then what you giving an opinion for? Like, keep it to yourself, boo boo. Okay, so she was just getting me. And then I put in my notes, the real reason came out because then she started saying that some of her traumas and her triggers, it started to come out. Hey, Mama Beast, what's going on? Hey, Miss Janetta. What's up, Kashori's Kitchen? I don't know if I spoke. I think because she is in a different space now, after her husband passed, that she is rediscovering her singleness. Not saying that she was right to talk about her husband. And I get all that, right? I get you exploring your singleness because it ain't nothing wrong with that. If you single, right? You can do whatever you want to do. If you want to go over here and sleep with Sammy Sam on Tuesdays, and you want to sleep with Will on Fridays, and you want to sleep with Big Dangalang Mike over here on Saturdays and Sundays, that's your business. You know what I'm saying? Like, you do you. But what I'm saying is you can't try to put that on me because that's what you choose to do. You being single, and you gonna ask a married woman Like, it don't get boring. You ain't bored. See, I'm gonna have to no. Cause again, this is our marriage. This is my relationship. If this what you choose to do in your marriage, in your sanction or whatever, you do that. You know what I'm saying? But don't come over here and ask me no dumbass questions like that, girl. Oh, you think Chloe was being mean spirited? Oh, okay. My husband bought me an anniversary band and a couple years ago, and after wearing a couple hours, my finger broke out. It's platinum or titanium. Oh my gosh, so you probably allergic to something. Mama B says she's just superficial. Who cares what her husband looks like? Looks don't pay the bills. Looks fade away. Uh, Listen, you ain't lying, Mama Bees. You ain't lying. Okay, you is not lying. Okay, so then all the ladies are pretty much gagged about her speaking on that lady husband. Okay. Then Chloe says that she is dating someone around her son's age and that he is 17 years younger. Now, you got Ro who agrees she dates younger men as well. And that's when they start talking about her talking fast, right? So then they begin to talk about the standard as far as black businesses. And Latoria, this is the only part that I kind of disagree with you on. Now, listen, this is coming from a black man's perspective. I'm not a woman, so I'm not saying that her opinion is not right at all. And I'm not saying that her experience is not right at all. So please hear me out when I get ready to say what I'm about to say. I understood what Labrina was saying when she said that we are held to a different standard, and you do have to prove that standard out here in this world. Like, we don't get the funding, we don't get the opportunities, and especially like black women, I realize how hard it is for y'all because of how hard it is for us. So I do get what Labrina was saying. The standard, even though the resources and whatever you're doing as far as business can be different, you still have to prove all of small black business owners, you have to prove things to people in order for people to trust you, in order for people to feel a certain type of way, to even spend money with you or to do any of those things. So yes, we are held to a different standard from the average white entrepreneur that has several businesses and that has been able to get funding $250,000 in funding for each one of their businesses by basically filling out a simple application. We don't have those opportunities, right? And so I totally understood where Labrina was coming from when she said what she said. And I don't think if you ain't in business, maybe you wouldn't understand it. And I'm not saying that Latoya's, again, her experience or anything that she said was incorrect, because that's just the way that she feels, right? But I again see Labrina's point. There's a standard that you're held to, and then being a black woman, you're also held to another professional type of standard that isn't equated to the man, right? That is an entrepreneur. So I absolutely understood where that came from as a businessman. Like, you get it. Any of my business people, did y'all understand that conversation? Was y'all feeling it? Shout out to me. Let me know. Let me know what y'all feel about that conversation, especially people who have more than one business or a really, big. And when I say big business, I'm saying this is what you do all the time, right? So any of my business people, did y'all understand that conversation? And what do y'all agree with? Talk to me. Talk to me. Okay. So then, um, oh wait a minute, I scrolled down too far. Okay, so Elena goes to see Latoria. Elena says that her and her husband, they kind of have this is where I go in on my opinion about what Elena has done with Josh, and that has kind of become something that's, kind of weird to me. But it sounds like, again, they didn't need to be doing work together. It's what it sounds like to me. But then she says that on this new thing, this new makeup bar, she says she can't wait for him to come on board. So I don't understand. I don't get it. Okay, so then Chloe introduces her sons, all right, and so she talks about um you know her having her son, her oldest son, when she was 20 years old, and she has two daughters. And she was with a guy for 7 years, and on their seventh anniversary, they got married, but he died 2 years later from a heart attack. Um, and she talks about Nico not really liking um the situation that she's in. She's dating a younger man or a man that's around his age, and I can see both sides on this. But I said this yesterday. Hey, Miss Peggy, I said this yesterday. I would love for them to work this thing out before it gets too bad. Because at the end of the day, I think what Nico has to realize is that his mom is going, what did I say? 2 years later? I meant 2 months later. My bad. Um, what am I trying to say? Um, I do think that Nico needs to speak to his mom, because at the end of the day, your mom is going to do what your mom wants to do. Like, whatever she decides to explore, that's what, she wants to do. So I don't necessarily think that, I don't think it's anything wrong with him also wanting to um protect his mother. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I just hope that they speak before things get, yeah, I'm just saying, before anything happens to one of them, I need them to speak. I need them to talk about it. And I need him to understand, again, she's an adult. She had you. She's done her duties. She was once married. He passed away. You have to understand that she has to live her life after that. You know what I mean? She has to live her life after that. And I get what some of the other ladies were saying at the table. Like, I think about maturity. I think about those things because some of the things that you've been through, I can't necessarily say that the person that that you with as a young man, I don't know. I would just see them as my son, like, or my daughter. Like, I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that. But to each his own. However you feel you need to do it. Listen, ain't nothing wrong with it. And again, I put in my notes. I see both sides of their complaints. Now, Latoria invites Chloe over for singles night. And I get what they're doing here. I think they are making Latoria like the peacemaker, the anchor of the show, and I'm here for it because I do feel like she is gonna give us a little balance. Now she gonna get snippy or snappy, but somebody next week, which I like it. You know what I'm saying? But I see it. You know what I'm saying? I agree with Labrina too. Like, I do think it's strange too. I wouldn't. I I don't know. Like, I feel like if we have an argument, I'm arguing with my son, or I'm arguing with, like, I don't know. I do think it's strange. I do. And somebody said, hold on. Miss Peggy said, I noticed the photographer was from Family Empire Houston. I was wondering if somebody was gonna catch that. Yeah, I was wondering if somebody was gonna catch that. But you're right. I miss Family Empire Houston. Well, y'all, I told y'all. From what I did understand, they were granted a second season. I know that they were waiting because word on the curb is this, that the coin wasn't right. But I have heard that they were spotted filming. So hopefully we do get it again, and we'll see. We'll see. It was a good show. It was a really good show, and the drama and the mess was in house. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't an ensemble show where you're dealing with women that you're gonna always have an up and down relationship with. You're actually dealing with your own family, so I love it too. All right, so um. Elena then talks to Labrina about, how she wasn't telling the truth about, what she's going through with her husband, about or with Josh, and some of the things that she did mention also too, that he cheated on her. in their engagement, on their engagement night or something like that, wedding night, engagement night, something like that. But um I put in my notes, they sound like they got a lot going on. And I'm getting ready to agree with Josh, and we're gonna go ahead and jump to episode 2. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and agree with Josh. I do think that they need counseling individually. I feel like, listen, and y'all probably about to say, you old fashioned, what the hell wrong with you, Shep? Here's my thing. I do feel like when you know that you got stuff going on in your relationship, relationships are not just one person being a problem. It ain't. Either you're not listening to that person, or it's something going on both sides, right? And I do think that you need to take time to, and you may not even notice it, but if you get individual therapy, it can be pointed out, right? It can be pointed out in individual therapy. And I think it is great to do individual therapy, get you about 8 therapy sessions in, continue to keep doing that. And then you, while you're still in individual therapy, you can still be going to couples therapy as well. And I'm gonna tell you why I think that that is beneficial. I think it's beneficial because sometimes you don't understand or know triggers until after you've been in a relationship with someone for so long. You don't learn some of those things until on down the line. But then you'll learn how to start dealing with those triggers on your own individually, also while learning how to deal with them together. Listen, this is just me, and this is just where I am in 2025. I wish when I was in my other relationship, I wish that I would have thought about these things then. But it's 2025 now, and I ain't realized the importance of therapy until 2023, 2022. Anyway, so they were so young when they got together. I think individual and couple would be great for them. Yeah, I do too. I do too. They both got baggage. Yes, they both got things that they have to fix for themselves. And I noticed one thing that I didn't like that Josh said to Elena when Elena started crying. So in the next episode, so yesterday's episode, Elena has dissolved her previous spa that they had together, and now she has one by herself. He comes by, he checks it out, all those things. Now Elena is crying. They're talking about spending more time together. Now Elena is crying, right? And when he said, I agree with him when he said he needs the individual therapy. What I didn't agree with was him saying that she needed to heal. You do too. You do too. You do too. I think you have there's something about you that needs to be healed as well in the marriage. Let's just be fair about the situation, right? I don't think it's okay to call it out on one side. I think both of y'all have a lot of healing to do. And again, I agree with Josh on the fact that individual therapy is necessary. So I really hope that we see them along the way doing therapy, whether it's individual. I don't know where they are right now. I don't even know how long ago this show was filmed, but um I would say that I would like to see that together. I would love to see that together. hmm He definitely needs a healing because he ain't um um he ain't healthy either. Because I feel he cheated. Well, she did state that he cheated, and I kind of feel like the reason why they are in 2 separate rooms, and the reason why she doesn't really trust him is I feel like he cheated again. I do, I do. And again, this is just my opinion based off of what has been said, but it gives me kind of cheated after. I think he cheated within the marriage. Yep, I do. Hey, Twin Flames, what's going on? Now, again, she talks about them, getting back together and being able to do things together again, to date each other and all that good stuff. All right, so I'm gonna just call her M because I just feel like I'm gonna keep butchering her name, and it's not on purpose. But the one that look like Russ Reed. So her husband is Norman. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Yesterday's episode wasn't like, it was a necessary episode, but it wasn't a lot like going on in that particular episode. Besides Norman and Miss M going out, and him saying, now she did say that her mom doesn't really get along with him. She takes him out and she says like, hey, I want to spend more time with you. I need to do these things. She's content creating, and then she brings up his mom, I mean her mom, and that they need to get their relationship together or whatever. And so he says anything that makes you happy. I feel like it's a little bit of some bullshit right there. Meaning like him saying anything that makes you happy. I feel like if it was just that simple, she wouldn't even have to bring the conversation to you. Oh, I forgot something. This is what I meant to say about Elena. Elena, girl, I wish I would tell to my husband the fact that that Chloe said that your husband wasn't fine. Ma'am, we don't do that. I would never. I would never take that conversation back to my mate. It's a pointless conversation. Cause I don't give a damn about how you feel, and I'm sure he don't either. He not even married to you. And that's literally what Josh said. Josh said, so I'm supposed to care about somebody I'm not even married to's opinion. Like, how am I supposed to take that? So I was just like, yeah, that did not need to be said, and it did not need to be brought back to him at all. Like, I was just like, why would you do that? That was a pointless conversation. I do too. I agree with his response. His response was like, so I'm supposed to care about somebody that's I'm not married to? Okay, that's her opinion. Like, I don't know. I just wouldn't have brought that back to my mate. Like, I don't care what you think about him and how fine you think he is or he ain't. Okay? I wouldn't care. All right. So then again, Norman and the Royce Reed look alike. They go and they do cooking with the twist. Okay, and just for them to bond and spend more time together. And again, the mom situation comes up. Now, Chloe and her family, they go to the cemetery, child, to remember Noah, which was her husband that passed away. And Nico didn't show up. She called Nico on the phone, and Nico said, I don't even remember what Nico said, but obviously he wasn't coming. Right? All the rest of the family was there, but Nico decided not to come. Now, Nico, I- listen, I, I don't know what to say because I don't know what their relationship was like. I don't know what Nico and the husband that passed away, because that's not his dad, clearly. I'm just curious as to what their um relationship was like, you know. So I don't know. Nico is off the chain. Nico is off the chain. I will agree. He is off the chisang. Yeah, he is off the chisang. Um, that's a real family. Um, her son ain't feeling those cameras, in my opinion. Oh, that could be a valid point. No shade really got me tuned in. Um, no, it's listen, it's a good show, sir. It's a good show. I like it. I like it because it's not like a whole lot of stupid drama. At least yet, we ain't seen like a whole lot of just like dumb drama. But I think for the most part, I think it's a show that I'm interested in. Hmm I thought originally this show was about women who were in real estate, but obviously they all do different stuff, and really ain't nobody in real estate. I feel like it's something deeper with Nikki and Chloe. Mm. With Nico and Chloe. It could be. It could definitely very well be something deeper with them. You know what I'm saying? Um, I don't know. I don't know. I'm here to see what the ladies give. Again, I do like all of the ladies. Again, I ain't really feeling Chloe right now, but the rest of the ladies, I'm here for. I feel like so a lot of people say that this show reminds them of um Bell Collective a little bit. Uh, I do agree. I do agree. I do think it gives a little bit of Bell Collective. And I think it gives a little bit of Bell Collective because Bell Collective women were fresh women. We didn't know none of these women. We didn't know none of them women. You know what I'm saying? And so I feel like when we get a fresh new show with fresh new faces, especially a show grounded in this. Now, I just hope that it don't go that route, and I don't think Jesse Collins is gonna take it that route. But I hope it doesn't go to that toxic relationship where we start seeing shit on camera that we shouldn't see. That's yeah. That ain't what I'm wanting to see. I don't want to see that. I do not want to see that. I don't. Mm-mm. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. All right, y'all got something else y'all want to say about the show? What else y'all got to say? She's living the golden life, Labrina. Man, that to have all of that property and stuff, child, 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 child. Um, and I think I also like Latoria too because I feel like Latoria, she gives me a regular girl. Like and when I say a regular girl, I don't mean no disrespect. She give me like, she give me like she's a regular down home, down to earth girl. Like she look like she can be my cousin or something. Yeah. Like she could be my cousin or something. But anyway, y'all, I did want to review this show. I'm gonna keep on reviewing this show, guys. I know I was supposed to have gotten you guys episode one and episode one last week, but we did episode one and two today, and so we'll be back next week for episode three. And yeah, right. If nothing else, please share this with all of the people. Let them know that we are recapping and reviewing this show. It is a good show thus far. It ain't the catty drama, and it's new ladies that we get to see. So I'm excited. We're gonna see how it go. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all hit that like button as well. If you haven't gotten your tour tickets, get your tour tickets. If you are not following us on Patreon, you should definitely follow us on Patreon as well as Instagram, Twitter, and all of the things. And with that being said, y'all, I will catch y'all a little bit later on today as we recap episode two of Preachers of ATL. Peace.